June 2, 2006. 6:30 p.m. A silver Toyota Corolla pulls into a gas station in Ventersburg, Free State, South Africa. Inside, a family of 4 returning home from a school rugby match. 6-year-old Wian van den Berg is asleep in the back seat. His parents step out for exactly 5 minutes, the car doors locked, windows up, Wian visible from where they stand. They purchase cold drinks. Pay. Return. The car is still locked. The windows are still closed. Wian is gone. No screams. No witnesses. No signs of forced entry. A child doesn't vanish from a locked vehicle in 5 minutes. But Wian did. 19 years later, no trace of him has ever been found. This is the most impossible disappearance in South African history.
Every mystery has a story, but not every story has an answer. Every week, we uncover the chilling cases that have haunted investigators for years. Unsolved disappearances, cold cases, and the darkest secrets waiting to be discovered. Are you ready to uncover the truth? Join us, if you dare. The Unsolved Chronicle.
Wian van den Berg was 6 years old, with blonde hair, bright blue eyes, and an infectious laugh that made everyone around him smile. He loved dinosaurs, especially T-Rex. His bedroom walls were covered in dino posters. He was gentle with his younger brother, protective in that way only older siblings understand. His teacher described him as curious, kind, and always asking questions. He was a normal little boy living a normal life in Parys, Free State. June 2, 2006, started as an ordinary Friday. Wian's father, a farmer named Philip van den Berg, took him to watch a school rugby match in Kroonstad, about 90 kilometers from their home. Wian's mother, Karian, and his 3-year-old brother stayed behind. The match ended around 5:30 p.m. Father and son climbed into the family's silver Toyota Corolla for the drive home. Wian, exhausted from the excitement, fell asleep almost immediately in the back seat. Philip drove in comfortable silence, taking the N1 highway south toward Parys. At approximately 6:30 p.m., Philip stopped at a Sasol gas station in Ventersburg, a tiny farming town, population roughly 600, where everybody knows everybody. It was still daylight. The station was quiet but not deserted. A few locals milled about. The attendant was visible behind the counter. Philip locked the car doors. He remembers this detail vividly. He could see the Corolla from the shop entrance, maybe 15 to 20 meters away. Wian was visible through the rear window, still asleep, bundled in his jacket. Philip entered the shop, purchased 2 cold drinks, chatted briefly with the attendant about the rugby scores. Total time elapsed, 5 minutes, maybe 6. He walked back to the car, unlocked it, opened the driver's door. Silence. Wian's jacket was still on the back seat. Wian was not. Philip's first thought, he woke up and went to find me. He ran back into the shop. Have you seen my son? Blonde hair, 6 years old. The attendant shook his head. No child had entered. Philip searched the restrooms, empty. He circled the building, nothing. He checked under the car, behind the pumps, inside the trash area. Other customers joined the search. Within 10 minutes, Philip called the police. Within 30 minutes, roadblocks were erected on every route out of Ventersburg. Within 2 hours, helicopters with thermal imaging were sweeping the surrounding farmland. The South African Police Service launched one of the most intensive missing child searches in the country's history. Dogs tracked Wian sent from the car to the edge of the gas station property, then lost it completely, as though he'd been picked up and carried. Investigators reviewed the station's security footage. The camera angles were limited, but they captured something chilling. No one approached the Corolla during those 5 minutes. No doors opened. No windows were smashed. Yet somehow, Wian van den Berg was gone. Detectives interviewed every person in Ventersburg. Every farmer. Every traveler who'd passed through. They drained nearby reservoirs. They searched abandoned mine shafts. They excavated construction sites. Philip and Carrion appeared on national television, pleading for their son's return. Wian, if you can hear us, we love you. We're coming for you. Just hold on. The case attracted massive media attention across South Africa. Psychics offered theories. Private investigators volunteered their time. One alleged sighting placed Wian in Mozambique 2 weeks later. It was a false lead. Another claimed he'd been seen at a truck stop near Johannesburg, also unconfirmed. Rumors spread like wildfire. Human trafficking rings operating along the N1. Occult groups performing rituals in the Free State. A vindictive neighbor settling old scores. Each lead disintegrated under scrutiny. In 2007, a convicted child trafficker named Gert van Rooyen, who had abducted multiple children in the 1980s before dying in a murder-suicide, became a person of interest. Some investigators theorized Wian could have been taken by associates still operating Van Rooyen's network. But no evidence ever connected him to Ventersburg on June 2, 2006. In 2010, a skull was discovered on a farm 60 kilometers from the gas station. DNA testing ruled it out, not Wian. In 2015, aging progressed images of Wian were released, showing what he might look like at 15 years old. The response was overwhelming but fruitless. Philip van den Berg passed away in 2018, never knowing what happened to his son. Before his death, he gave one final interview. I replay those 5 minutes every single day. I locked the car. I saw him sleeping. I was right there. How does a child just vanish? Carrion still lives in Parys. She keeps Wian's room exactly as it was. The dinosaur posters. The little shoes by the bed. Theories and oddities. Theory 1, the opportunistic abduction. The official police theory has always been stranger abduction. A predator saw an opportunity and took it. Perhaps someone had been watching the gas station, waiting. Perhaps they had a duplicate key or Slim Jim tool to unlock the car silently. Perhaps Wian woke up, was lured out by someone he trusted or threatened into silence, and was gone before he could scream. But this theory collapses under one brutal fact: 5 minutes is almost impossibly short. The car was locked. Picking a lock in broad daylight takes time. Wian would have had to wake up, exit the vehicle, and be persuaded or forced to leave without making a single sound loud enough to alert his father 20 meters away. The scent dogs tracked him only to the edge of the property, meaning he was carried or placed in a vehicle immediately. Investigators calculated the timeline. Unlock car, 10 to 20 seconds, if you have tools. Wake child/coax child out, 30 to 60 seconds minimum. Move child to second vehicle, 20 to 30 seconds. That's at least 90 seconds of exposure in a public space with multiple potential witnesses, yet no one saw anything. Theory 2, the inside job. In 2009, a retired detective told a journalist off-record. We looked at everyone. And I mean everyone. Some investigators quietly considered whether someone close to the family was involved, not Philip or Carrion, but perhaps someone who knew their route, their schedule, their stops. In small Free State towns, everyone knows everyone's business. Wian's rugby match was public knowledge. The route home was predictable. The Ventersburg gas station was a logical stopping point. One theory suggests a local resident, possibly someone Wian recognized and trusted, approached the car. Maybe Wian unlocked it himself because he knew the person. Maybe it was a relative, a family friend, someone who said, "Your dad sent me to get you." But this theory has a fatal flaw: no one in the family or extended community was ever credibly linked to the disappearance. Polygraph tests were administered. Financial records examined. No motive, no history of abuse, no suspicious behavior. Still, some believe the answer lies closer to home than anyone wants to admit. Theory 3, the sleepwalking tragedy. One pediatric specialist proposed an alternative in 2011. What if Wian never left the gas station area at all? Children Wian's age can experience confusional arousals, a sleep disorder where they wake partially, move, and have no memory of it afterward. Hypothesis. Wian woke up disoriented, somehow unlocked the door, perhaps it wasn't fully engaged, stumbled out in a daze, and wandered into the surrounding veldt or into a drainage culvert. The Free State landscape is deceptive, flat but riddled with sinkholes, dry wells, and deep irrigation ditches hidden by tall grass. If Wian fell into one of these, hypothermia or injury could have claimed him within hours, and his small body may have never been found despite the extensive search. This theory explains why no one saw an abduction. Why scent dogs lost the trail so quickly, if he fell into water or a covered space? Why no ransom, no sightings, no trafficking networks ever surfaced? It's the theory Carrion has said she hopes is true, because it means Wian didn't suffer at anyone's hands. But searches found nothing. And hope is a cruel thing to carry for 19 years. Case status plus call to action. The disappearance of Wian van den Berg remains an active cold case with the South African Police Service. In 2021, the case was reopened as part of a national initiative to re-examine unsolved child abductions using updated DNA technology and digital forensics. If you were in Ventersburg on June 2, 2006, between 6 o'clock and 7 p.m., and remember anything unusual, a vehicle, a person, a conversation, please contact the SAP's Cold Case Unit or Crime Stop anonymously. Wian would be 25 years old today. Somewhere, someone knows something. Question for the comments. Do you think Wian was taken by someone he trusted, or was this a tragic accident that's simply never been found? Let me know your thoughts below. Wian van den Berg, a little boy who loved dinosaurs and made the world brighter. You are not forgotten.